Good morning, Taurus. Welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your daily reading for April 3rd and April 4th. That's April 3rd to the 4th together. I'm going to be pulling 5 cards for each day from the Lion Strider Tarot. Let me just light some Palo Santo. And then I'll pull some Oracle cards. Just a little bit there. All right, let's get started with your read. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to start with April 3rd. Can we please get a card representing the situation for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Wednesday, April 3rd? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, can we get a card, please, for Wednesday, April 3rd, representing the situation on the 3rd? There we go. 7 of Cups. All right, on the bottom is the Lovers. Gemini, possibly. Now, let's get a card representing Taurus themselves on Wednesday, April 3rd. So this is a card representing Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, representing you on the 3rd of April. Please. So this card represents Taurus. This is you on the 3rd of April. Too much side read. Let's just talk about it. The Tower again, something that is going to be a little bit surprising, shocking, and is going to bring some kind of, destruction in terms of maybe a collapse of an old way of thinking. Could be an argument, could be something that you realize, some truth about a situation that, destroys an old way of seeing a situation. Leaving, 6 of Swords, a sad situation. Knight of Wands, we get that a lot. Adventuresome spirit, being inspired. So leaving a sad situation, but with inspiration and excitement. Wheel of Fortune, bringing in abundance, bringing in change. High Priestess, follow your intuition. All right. On the bottom, King of Swords. Again, another air sign energy. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But about being logical, fair, and using judgment based off of, calculated risks and strategy as opposed to your emotions. So I'm going to pull a card here for Taurus, representing you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on the 3rd of April. This is Taurus. High Priestess. Okay, on the bottom, 6 of Wands again. I don't know who's winning, but you're winning big time, my goodness. All right, or leading. Okay, so can we get a card, please, for what's surrounding Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on Wednesday, April 3rd? What is surrounding? What energy is surrounding Taurus on the 3rd of April? For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on the 3rd of April, what's surrounding Taurus, please? Wheel of Fortune again. Amazing. On the bottom, 7 of Pentacles. Little bit longer. I know you guys like to hear that. Now let's get an outcome, and then I'll take the card from the bottom of the deck as well as underlying energy. So the last card, please, for the 3rd of April. What is the outcome? What is the outcome for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 3rd. Can we please get an outcome? Page of Wands. And the outcome and the underlying energy. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Okay. So let's keep going. And then under that was Five of Wands. But we got the Ten of Swords for April 2nd, which is today, right? So now let's get a card for Taurus on April 4th, representing the situation on April 4th. Can we please get a card representing the situation on April 4th? Can we please get a situation card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on April 4th, please? Two cards. Okay, so you know how we take this, right? 1, 2. But it was like this. So I take it like 1, 2. Okay, well, either way, okay? Either way. There we go. On the bottom, Ace of Cups. So looks like things are going to ease up on the 4th. That's self-love right there. There we go. Four of Swords around you. Two of Pentacles. And can I get an outcome and the underlying energy for Thursday, April 4th, please? But in all honesty, it was like this, and it did fall like that. So usually I have to say I do this. Okay. But because this is King of Pentacles and that represents Taurus, I'm going to do it like this. Okay. Can we get an outcome card, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Can we get a card for the outcome, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? There we go. The outcome is Ace of Wands and the Star. And there's that Five of Pentacles again, which we've seen before and I've talked about it. All right, so Seven of Cups I spoke about the other day. I said I had an epiphany about Seven of Cups. Kind of like someone who gets overnight fame and success, and then all of a sudden people are throwing themselves at you and you might not be used to it. Most people aren't. And especially if you've come from a situation where you haven't had that much, or it's been a hard life, you get something like this and all of a sudden you're a kid in a candy store. That Seven of Cups card is saying to know what you really want and have focus and think things through before you act, because while you are a kid in a candy store, you don't want to put your hand in every single cup, because there's no way you can have, be Midas and have, the castle with the riches at the same time be enlightened, okay, and have no kind of desire for material things. Like, you can't have desire for wealth and, material things, and then at the other end of the spectrum there be completely, without ego and without attachment. So you have to pick and choose, because if you don't focus your energy with the Seven of Cups, I brought up that example of a basketball player getting caught out there, okay, with like all these things. It doesn't take a long time to put your energy into different situations and then mess up royally because you didn't think things through. But when you see Seven of Cups, you see this woman showering options down on her. I like that the Seven of Cups portrays having lots of options. Now, it's about dreaming big plans. If there was no action going around the Seven of Cups, I always say then that would be something about too much daydreaming, illusory success, building castles in the sky, that energy of meeting somebody and already, you know, picturing yourself in a wedding dress and how your kids are going to look, and you haven't even, like, you know, gone on your first date yet. That can be Seven of Cups. But if you have action, like you see High Priestess and Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands, generally speaking, look, King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, the Star, these are positive cards. So when you have these options, Taurians, please always just be very focused about what you really want out of life. And when you get these wonderful options coming into your life, be focused and pursue the ones that mean the most to you, and focus your energy in that way so that you don't make mistakes without thinking things through and investing energy into people and situations that's going to burn you later. So the High Priestess is a card of intuition. This is representing you, Taurus, on the 3rd. This is a card of following your intuition. Because when those cups come, and each cup is full of a different wonderful ideal, whether that be beauty, riches, a castle, enlightenment, wisdom, perfect partner, whatever it is, the High Priestess card is saying you're using your intuition and you're wise. And this is the Keeper of Secrets, someone who sees everything. It's a very passive energy, a very thoughtful energy, a very knowing energy. So that's good. Around you, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So the fortune is changing. Now, if things have been going great, it's changed where you might have, let's say, if you're in a relationship and you get Wheel of Fortune, maybe a temporary separation for travel and things like that, something of that nature. Now, if things have been a little rocky and tough for you, which I feel like most Taurus people, most Taurians have been saying it's been rough, this Wheel of Fortune, you know, I've talked about the astrology, the Vedic astrology, all that stuff. This is a major change for Taurians. This Wheel of Fortune is bringing in positive change, I feel. Now, the Page of Wands is the outcome. This is the card of being inspired, starting some kind of new venture, making moves towards something that inspires you, that's exciting, that makes you feel, you know, alive, electrified, passionate, hopeful, excited. So this is a card of being inspired. The pages also relay information and collect information. So you might be also even, you know, starting something, putting efforts towards some new venture, or communicating something, communicating things that inspire you. Outcome is Ten of Swords, and that says that something is ending. And we like this because the Wheel of Fortune is spinning and it's bringing massive change. This is Major Arcana, this is Major Arcana. We already saw this Ten of Swords for the 2nd, I believe, April 2nd, on your other, you know, 2-day daily read. So this is just saying the situation here is that some situation that has been, you see options here, using your intuition, a change in good fortune, being inspired, and an end to what? This misery. Putting that behind you now. Focusing your attention on what you want. On the 4th, you've got 10 of Cups, and there's your happily ever after, your fulfillment. All the cups are full. This is for those of you, I can read it both ways too, whichever way, but it won't make a big difference. The 10 of Cups is when you're completely fulfilled and your life feels like it's become easier, naturally, just without effort, happy, peaceful, content. This is a card of having what you really wanted, your heart's desire, to the completion here. Whereas 9 of Cups, you get a wish come true. Well, 10 of Cups is what you do with that wish, and then you manifest, and now you have the land, the home, the kids, happy. Everybody's happy. Now, the difference between the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles would be 10 of Pentacles has a lot of strings, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of like cultural community ties. 10 of Cups is all about just being happy with whoever you choose, with your kids, and just, you know, whatever your life is, just being blissful in your own little kingdom. Okay? The King of Pentacles, we know, is the ruler of the kingdom, right? Mastered the material world. Someone who is benevolent, a kind leader, a good brother, a good husband, someone who wants to share and make others be prosperous too. Not like share as in give away everything they have. No, because they're still materialistic, because it's about the material world. But the King of Pentacles is someone who wants to see others do well too. Now, if I switch this around, the situation can be regarding another Taurian, another Taurus. Or it could be about you, regardless. A benevolent, kind leader who's thinking about the community, thinking about bigger picture, taking care of their tribe, their community, their family, deep roots, cultural importance of your background, your lineage, things like that. There's King of Pentacles takes that into consideration as a priority. You, Ten of Cups, being completely happy and fulfilled. Now, either way you switch it, does it make a difference? Happily ever after and being a king, does it make a difference? Not a big difference. All right. Four of Swords is what's around you. Rest, regeneration. Time to get your energy back up. For some of you, it might be travel. And even for others, it might be a spiritual retreat, like a Vipassana retreat or meditation retreat, a vacation, something that's going to get your energy back up. Whatever it is that makes you happy and gets you, you know, fills your well. Around you, you got Ace of Wands. Just like the Page of Wands and Ace of Wands, major inspiration. So around you, this Ace of Wands, very potent. It's the seed of the completion of the Wands. Has all the potential to be the, you know, for you to be the King of Wands. Okay, so this is all about creating and manifesting male fire energy. This fire energy in both of these Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the opportunity. The opportunity for using your creativity to manifest in some new inspiring project, to take action on something that is exciting and new and inspiring to you. It's also about virility and, you know, that male energy. It is a big Ace of Wands, right? Okay, so then the outcome is the Star. The Star is about having faith and hope, just like when you wish upon a star, and it's this, in spite of whatever's going on that hasn't been so great, having faith in yourself that things will work out, because you know in your gut, in your intuition, that you are stronger and bigger than any obstacle in your path. And that if you just stick in there and hang in there, that you will eventually get what you want, that your goal will be reached, that you will attain whatever you're trying to go after. And this is a very hopeful card, very auspicious card of your wish coming true. Also, the Star is about fame, notoriety, being someone who shines bright, stands out, gets noticed. Now, underlying energy for this, well, we just saw the Five of Pentacles. You know how I feel about Five of Pentacles. I have a soft spot for the Five of Pentacles. Yes, she looks raggedy. And fear. We got that for Taurus as well. But the Ace of Cups is underneath that, right? Just not engaging on in the Five of Cups drama. So the Five of Pentacles, it really is the same old broken record story. Focus energy off of the past. Focusing on what's going on right now and your future. The Five of Pentacles is about lack of faith, lack of funds, lack of trust. So with the Five of Pentacles, and I always say, it's also about taking the path less traveled, purposely not going with the crowd, okay? Now, I'm not talking about if everybody's going, I'm saying like, if you think that whatever major institutions right now are flawed, that it doesn't serve in your best interest, it's purposely taking that route where it's separate from everybody else who just follow, you know, the leader. so that you can do your own thing and think for yourself, which is very, very, very important, especially nowadays with everything that's going on. So difficult to find truth in the media. It's so difficult to find out what's right, what's wrong, what's going on, what are people trying to pull, all that kind of situation. I was thinking about, like, even when going to the grocery store and you see like the major chains, and I was thinking about how much effort and information and strength it takes just to pick the healthier foods. And then from that, you see the organic section, the tiny section of organics that there are. And even then, they've been modified. And then from there, if you're even stronger than that and you're even more thoughtful and independent, you know, then you go to a special kind of health food store. Pay a little bit more, but you have to drive to those locations because there's not a lot of them. And then if you have even more strength and determination than that, you're the kind of person who's going to plant their own garden and make sure, you know, a seed saver and go your own path and be, you know, independent like that. And I was just thinking, that's kind of like the Five of Pentacles too. You can't just follow what everybody else is doing, because there's definitely something going on for everybody to be pushed in a certain direction, you know, and that little organic section is not going to cut it most of the time. Anyways, so that was Five of Pentacles energy for me. Let me put this to the side. It's good to be a little Five of Pentacles sometimes. Let me pull a Gateway Oracle card by Denise Lynn. This is for Taurus. This is for both days, for the 3rd and the 4th. All right. Trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided. That's the High Priestess. Intuition. And you know, I'll take a peek at the bottom. Cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. What was he saying? That's the goal, right? To plant your own food, grow your own food, eat your own food. You know where it came from. You know what went into it. I'll read both. And I know that's hard to do. I think that's the point. It's been made very hard to do on purpose. Trusting your intuition. Listen with your heart and act on your instincts. Trust that you are being guided, as the messages you are receiving are in your highest good. Follow the nudges from Spirit. The universe wants you to know your intuition is the vehicle for messages from Spirit. If in the past you followed your instincts and then later it seemed to be the wrong move, don't let that keep you from trusting your intuition now. Often, with the perspective of time, the things that seemed like mistakes were actually your best experiences. Know that there are spiritual guides, allies, and angels surrounding you. As you open up to your intuition, you will sense their loving presence and profound messages. Questions to ask yourself. How can I access my intuition even more? If I knew what my higher self was trying to tell me, what would it be saying? What is blocking my intuition, and how can I heal this? Then cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. A stream of abundance is ready to flow into your life, but you need to take action to receive it. Believe that you deserve it. Take steps forward by planting seeds for your future prosperity. The universe wants you to know, right now you are moving toward receiving an outpouring of money, energy, time, and love. However, you must first know that you deserve it, and you do. Take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to passively wait for prosperity to fall into your lap. Give deeply and fully of who you are and what you have, for the more you truly give, the more you will receive. It is a universal law. As you focus on gratitude for what you already have, your abundance will grow in leaps and bounds. The questions to ask yourself: am I truly open and ready for abundance to flow into my life? What could I do to cultivate even more riches? Is there a symbol in my life that could give me insight into what blocks my prosperity? What is it saying? All right, now I'm going to pull, this is the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle cards, the pocketbook edition. Let's just get a quick card here for the 3rd and the 4th. Take that. The Snow Shepherdess. All right. Keeping it simple. Your mind may convince you that manifesting your destiny is more difficult or complex than it needs to be. Yet, the guidance of the Divine Mother is to keep things simple. Do what you can do. Let go of everything else. Absolutely. That's another thing I was thinking lately. Like when I was talking about Dr. Sebi and all these things in this, how he was speaking about how he wasn't educated, he didn't learn his ABCs, and he was just, you know, kind of through interest, true interest, and, you know, dedicating himself to his pursuits, he came upon these things, and he was so humble. And then I was watching one of his videos when he was talking about university and what they teach you about, you know, these other things that, you know, I felt the same way when I was university. I was like, it really felt like indoctrination. Like I had to scrub my brain clean every time I left. Out of the whole experience, I would say, like, honestly, there was 10% that was worthwhile. 90% that was just jumping through hoops and being indoctrinated. But whatever. I'm not going to talk a lot about that, but keeping things simple. It's like, instead of creating this massive kind of complex red tape where you're a rat in a maze and making it feel like the system is made in such a way where you get caught up in the red tape just going in circles. Where the truth is so simple. Common sense and being practical. Trusting your intuition about what feels right, what doesn't feel right to you. Not accepting what people just tell you, you know, as the truth. And trying to cultivate prosperity, trying to manifest better things in your life actively. All right, I'll take one from the top, one from the bottom. I welcome abundance, and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. So I welcome abundance, and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. I hope you can see these cards. I'm going to move them over because I think I have a whole bunch. Since these are like 2 days, I am ready to receive love. Beautiful. Let me just check if you can see this. Yes, you can. All right. I'm going to give you guys another crystal to work with here for the next 2 days. This is the Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Sharman. Woo! Fairy Stone, Fertility. Wow, that just flew out. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever gotten this card in a reading, ever. So that's quite interesting. Let's see what this says. Libyan Gold Tektite, Manifestation. A lot of references to Africa lately. All right. Let's just read both. Wait 1 second. Anyways. Fairy Stone. My nose is running. I need to blow my nose. Excuse me. Every time I do a reading. Thank you. Sorry about that. Holy moly. Okay. Fairy stone, light gray to dark gray stone, and it's related to all the chakras. Ooh, it's related to all the chakras. Amazing. Fairy stone is found only on the banks of the sacred rivers in northern Quebec in Canada. All right, I'm from Canada, as you can see with my maple leaf flags on my sweater. All right, and you know what? Somebody commented they saw my Tim Hortons cup, and they were like, "Hey, you're from Canada too," and I was like, "Oh, I better delete this." And there was no hard feelings. Love to you. Thank you so much. I was deleting it because I was really trying to keep a low profile here. But, you know, I'm making big changes and I don't give a F anymore. So, yes, I am from Canada. All right. So this unique and very rare stone is a true gift from the land and is recognized as being extremely sacred by the local Native American people as they understand its powerful medicine. As you connect deeply to the sacred stone, you will receive the blessings of good health, prosperity, and fertility. These amazing stones have their own unique energy and shapes and at times can look like people. The crystal meaning, sacred stone of magic and good luck, enhances fertility, assists in healing trauma created in the womb, offers protection, brings good health and prosperity. Wow, this is a potent time of fertility. You have spent time and energy fertilizing the soil, and now it is rich and ripe and ready to sprout any seeds you choose to sow. That's at 7 of Cups, guys. Each idea, new creation, or new seed that you decide to plant will grow with love and vigor and will certainly manifest into success at this time, cultivating prosperity. The Devas, the gods, are encouraging you to dream big, again with the 7 of Cups, my goodness, and allow your heart's desires to come into fruition. Work closely with the Devas of Fairy Stone as they bring their divine light and blessing to you as you venture into this time of new beginnings and projects. Know and trust that this is the perfect time for you as you manifest to your heart's content. If you are about to embark on a new journey, whether it be a new career, relationship, or new direction, this card is a sign that the time is right and the decision to move forward is a positive one. Thank you so much to the spirit guides for that. Look at that fairy stone. Isn't that beautiful? I swear I never got this before. I don't remember, not once. So that was beautiful. All right, so Libyan gold tektite. It's about manifestation, and it's opaque yellow and gold colors related to the crown chakra. So the fairy stone is for all chakras, and the Libyan gold tektite is for the crown chakra right on top of your head. And if you don't have these crystals, I certainly don't, so just get a picture online and you can just do some breathing exercises and look at these crystals and just chill out and enjoy it. Don't think a lot of things, and even if thoughts come up, just let it pass in a kind of very peaceful meditative state. All right, so Libyan gold tektite is a powerful meteorite found in the Libyan and magical, something that is out of this world. Its various properties allow for deep connection and healing on many levels. Its medicine supports and assists you in expanding into higher planes of existence, creating a deeper connection to your higher self. From this place, you can channel and manifest your higher purpose and intentions into the physical plane and into your everyday life. This sacred stone also assists with connecting with higher realms and the other dimensions, where you can awaken to the wisdom beyond this earthly plane of existence. Powerful manifestation crystal assists in connecting to light beings from other galaxies and dimensions. Damn. Releases fear of the unknown, allowing more trust in your life. Dissolves fear around extraterrestrial beings. Well, I found my new favorite stone that I need to get a hold of. My goodness. All right. So it says you have attracted this card into your life today because you are entering into a powerful time of manifestation. This is a natural part of life and is your birthright to manifest your heart's desires and deepest dreams here on earth. If you currently have been feeling moments of lack and frustration, know that this is behind you. And the magic of manifestation is upon you. This higher vibrational stone will assist you with your manifestation skills. It will help you receive clarity on what's required to assist in awakening your gifts and talents so you can start walking your life's purpose and creating your dreams. Manifestation is a natural and organic process, and its importance for living a fulfilling life has been forgotten over time. When you are aligned with your inner truth and are grounded and solid in this essence, then manifestation becomes a natural and effortless process. The devas are opening the gateway to instant manifestation, and you are being invited to step into this divine and magical flow of creative possibilities. You may be experiencing an increase in synchronicity taking place in your life where you think of something or someone and it magically appears before you. This is instant manifestation at work, and you are the alchemist. This is an exciting place of endless possibilities. Enjoy the journey and remember to keep your thoughts focused on the positive as you start to manifest what you truly deserve. That's what we're talking about with Seven of Cups. The time of being able to truly, like whatever you put your energy into, get what you want. Trusting your intuition, being guided by your intuition, what feels right, what feels wrong, what feels not you, what feels like is it in your best interest. All right, you know what? I'm going to pull a Goddess Guidance Oracle card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can we get a beautiful goddess, please? And thank you. I love you all so much. Can we get some guidance for Taurus for April 3rd and the 4th? This is for Taurus. I'm going to take a peek at the bottom, but I'm only going to pull the one from the top. One goddess, please. Ostara, fertility. Look, double fertility. Isn't that amazing? All right, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. And it's got the springtime with the bunny and the Easter eggs. So around Easter, when is Easter? Isn't it Easter soon? Oh, isn't it? I'm not going to check. Oh, wait, let me check. It's on my calendar. I've been living in hermit mode here, okay? Sorry, guys, I don't know offhand. Excellent. So this doesn't even have it either. Jeez, come on. Where's the Google Calendar? Will that have it? No. What's the other one then? Oh, well, okay. So anyways, Ostara, fertility. And it's the new moon soon, isn't it? I don't know when the new moon is, but I know it's sometime soon. All right, so let's read about Goddess Ostara, fertility, and let's leave her next to the fertility stone. So for some of you, you may be pregnant. I'm not saying it's just about pregnancy. It's also about giving birth to new projects and new ventures. You know, that Empress energy, that Taurian Empress energy. But let us read about it. I'm going to put the fairy stone over here. Okay, we'll put this beautiful goddess right in the middle of these two crystals. I'm just so excited that it says fertility twice. All right, on the bottom, let's take a peek. Goddess Mott. Fairness. I love this goddess. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Now, when I see the Goddess Mott on the bottom lately, it's very reassuring. It feels like whatever's been going on that has been unfair or an abuse of power, you know, these karmic debts being paid where people have been kind of like, what do you mean karmic debt? This Mott, Goddess Mott with the fairness, it's like this reassurance from the divine going, nobody gets away with anything. Everybody has to pay the piper. So if you're the one who's on the receiving end of a, you know, of negative situation, toxic situation, there's Goddess Mott going, they're not going to get away with it. Everybody's got to pay. All right. Goddess Ostara. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Message from Goddess Ostara. Springtime is any time when the light increases within your mind and entire system. If you feel dark, heavy, or depressed, then you can lighten up by fueling yourself with positive intentions, nutritious foods, and anything that sparks your feelings of love. So this goes back to food as well. Okay. So surround yourself with beautiful flowers. Brighten the colors in your wardrobe and home and draw back the curtains to let in natural light. You can paint a sunnier outlook within yourself, which will give rise to all sorts of new opportunities, since like attracts like. Feel more energized and powerful as you spruce up your inner and outer worlds. Then capitalize on this increased vigor by starting a new project that really makes your heart sing with excitement. That's this new project right here. So the various meanings of this card signifies pregnancy. You will be involved with a successful child conception, adoption, or custody resolution. Your desire will fully manifest in the springtime. There will be a resurrection of the old. Your new idea or venture will be successful. It's an opportune time to make life changes. Isn't that so beautiful? You got double fertility, so someone's fertile right now. Taurians, who is it? Let me know. Who's pregnant? About Ostara. She's the Teutonic goddess of fertility and springtime, who's sometimes called Eostra. Eostra? I don't know. The words East and Easter were both named after Ostara because of the reference to the sun rising in the east and the increase in sunlight beginning in the Celtic springtime. She's celebrated during the spring equinox as the bringer of increased light and the balance between nighttime and daytime hours. Call upon Ostara to increase your fruitfulness, fertility, or to help you embark on new ventures. That was so beautiful. Thank you, Goddess Ostara. So we see springtime, we see fertility. All right, now, this is the Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Can we get one card from the top, and I'll take one from the bottom as well, because these are really short. All right. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And that's just speaking to not being too judgmental. And the one on the bottom is be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So I'm going to put these two together because I'm running out of space here because I just forgot I have to do 2 more oracle cards. Oh, snap, please. Come on. All right. Gonna have to make some room here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see if you can see these. Yeah, you can see all the way to here. Go, sister. Sorry. I'm gonna move this over. Goddess Star over here so you can see. All right. So these two, it says focus on love, number 24. It's easy to see the faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristics of the people in your life. Remember the things that caused you to love them in the first place. Focusing on the love will change and heal the negativity that was once there. Then number 6. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. We are truly loving individuals. Taking time to express love to others helps them realize that they are supported and loved. As we practice this custom, it helps us to become more loving. Once we desire to become a more loving person, it is easier to recognize opportunities to be loving. All right, and then, you know, I have to pull 2 more cards. Now for the Fashion Oracle cards, I'm just going to pull a card for each day, and I'll just read it off the top. This is for Wednesday, April 3rd. Linda, again, you are the most important person on your team. Life is a catwalk, so learn how to work it. Don't get out of bed for less than I would. And this is all about, you know, you might get flack. Okay, so she made a comment about not getting out of bed for a certain amount of thousands for a gig. And then she got hated on and a lot of like flack for that. But underneath all of that, it's saying the guidance here is, in spite of whatever flack you're getting for your demands, it's important to know your worth and to get what you are worth. Okay, instead of kind of playing it small. All right, so let's leave Linda here for the let's put it over here. Where shall I put it? Let's put it over here. I'm going to put this over here so I can make some room. And I'll put this over here for Linda. And on the bottom there's Cindy. Supermodels are stars with a capital S. Style should feel good. Fashion should empower. It's not a blemish. It's a beauty spot. So there's 2 supermodels. All right. Now for the 4th. April 4th. Can we get a card, please? For guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 4th. Okay. Christian Dior. Fashion is a mantle to disguise doubt. Detail is not important. It is essential. For every dream, there's a dress code. And there we go with that again. Everybody's got a dress code, and I know that's going to upset some people. All right. Let me see. Okay. Now let's move on to, and on the bottom there's Paul Poiret. Always live beyond your wildest dreams. If there's no style, invent it. If there's a rule, break it. Your wardrobe is a passport to the world of inspiration. There's that travel vibe again, passport to the world. But let's move on to the last oracle card. This is the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. Can we please get a card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? For both the 3rd and the 4th. Okay, so this is for April 3rd and 4th. I'm going to take one card, but I will peek at the bottom. Can we get some guidance, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? There it is. Starseed, what lights you up? We've gotten this so many times, guys. It's about starseeds having 2 purposes in this life. And that is 1, to raise your own level of realization and your vibration here, and your evolving or ascension, whatever you want to call it, to bring light to the world as a light worker. And then the other is to bring that kind of uplifting spirituality to the rest of the world. So it's a dual kind of job here, double job here. On the bottom, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? All right. So, and it says there's star seeds all over the world. They are in all different types of settings, whether it be in a nightclub or on a stage as a, you know, a singer, a rock star, or whatever, or, you know, working as a waitress or whatever, all over the map. And starseeds, once they realize what their role in life is, once they realize, they find it hard to have meaningless conversations. They might feel a little bit like kind of reclusive, or I'll just read it. I hate summarizing. I feel like there's things that you miss, you know, when you don't read the card. Okay, so double mission, to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. You arrive on a planet with a feeling that time is running out and there is something that they came here to do or contribute. Now, if you pulled this card, it's to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. And that's all about these 2 cards here, Page of Wands and Ace of Wands. What lights you up? What inspires you? Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know there's so much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the world, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in, or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. So it says, work your light. Inquiry is what lights you up, and that's the outcome here. You have found what lights you up. You found this inspiration. It's an ending to a bad chapter where you are going to have new options and abundance coming in. We see that all through here, and you have faith in yourself. this is something that's going to completely fulfill you. So that's quite a heavy read for 2 days, but it is what it is. Love you all. That was your reading for the 3rd and the 4th Taurians. Talk to you guys very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.